The link for the B42 group on Discord, so if people want to go and have a look at that, feel free to go and do so, because they have a very good community there, loads of opportunities to talk to new people, find people that you have things in common with, and as you can see, they do frequent pop-ins to people who are streaming, say hello, link them up, and you know what, maybe get a few new viewers and such. Hey there, Blue Cornflower. Yes, hopefully this is going to be the last time this loads, and hopefully this is going to be the last time it actually needs to process and do things. So yeah, how are you doing, Blue Cornflower, and how is everyone in B42 doing today as well? Hope you've been having a good time. Hope you've been having a good Saturday so far. There we go. We are in the game. Okay. Right, where's my mouse? There it is. Oops. It helps if I don't bash my microphone. And finally, we get to say hello to Demetrius. So the little cave over in the corner of our farm, which is up here. So we are going to be going for the fruit bats because we are doing a 1-year community centre challenge. And honestly, the fruit bats are going to be much more useful for that than the bats. The bats are going to be much more useful than the mushrooms. Okay, let me just get rid of the technical difficulties thing. And there we go. So yeah, Blue Cornflower, this was a bit of a cursed stream. There you go, flower. Oh yeah, so yesterday in the game was our birthday, so of the people we didn't quite get to talk to, they are now sending us gifts in the mail, and obviously the amount of gifts that we are getting depends very much on our relationship level. So we got a couple of flowers, we got a winter root, and just other general items. So anyway, yeah, a little bit of a cursed start to the stream, because I did book in a shopping delivery for like midday, and unfortunately they turned up at like 20 past 1. So naturally rushing back to try and get a few things done, pack things away, get the stream started, and then just having all these issues with getting the game working. But it's working now. We're working now. So thankfully it's not that good of, or that much of a good luck day. So if we water all of these plants and we just end up going straight to bed, it doesn't overly matter. What's probably going to annoy me is trekking back and forth to keep refilling our water can. Yeah, thankfully it's now sorted. It's all now sorted. So been trying to do a bit of like, not meal prep, because obviously meal prep brings to mind like the 15 boxes of like oven baked chicken, rice, and grilled words are hard today. Grilled broccoli. But I've been trying to plot and plan out things for meals and processes, so I actually have some pizza dough proving in the fridge. It's basically been proving since about 8 PM yesterday, and we are going to hopefully be able to use it to make a homemade New York style pizza. We've got all the stuff and ingredients for that, so we should be all good to go. Bought some herbs as well, some actual herb plants, partly because if I'm going to be doing all of these herb sauces, I'm probably going to benefit more from having a plant that I can harvest from and let grow back. And also when we plan on moving, it means that because we have kind of missed the mark on quite a lot of the growing season, we'll actually be able to use that and put them in the garden, and we can have at least some herbs ready and useful for us to do. Is it proving or proofing? That is actually a good question, because I call it proving, but I suppose the idea is that it's proofing. It's proof that the yeast is still going. Oh, I missed that one, I think. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that is a good question. I think it's proving. You're making me doubt myself now. You're making me doubt myself now. Does dough prove or proof? Apparently it's both. Apparently it's both. Or it might be one of those things where it's like one of them was obviously used, people misheard it or misstated it, and then they both, or they could both just come into the common vernacular. So either way, first one is probably correct, but the second is probably more common. Yeah, I don't know. I know Wikipedia isn't technically the be-all end-all of knowledge, but Wikipedia just have it as listed as both, with no reasoning for why one or the other is used. So I don't know. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, probably. Yeah, this is definitely probably going to be a day where we just water all the plants and then head back to bed. I don't think there's anything major. Okay, that's just the billboard. There's the calendar. So it's Jazz's birthday today, but we have a week until the luau. And then obviously the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies is at the end. Hey. Constantly going back to refill our watering can. But what I'm really hoping for is obviously a nice rainy day that will help us reduce the reduce the amount we need to water. And then I think I said it was going to be when the radishes. Yeah, so the radishes in 4 days. So the 8th, I think I said we were going to get to level 6 farming. Blue cauliflower, first time you've heard of dough proving, so search for it. You've only heard dough rising before. Yeah. So I think it is obviously derived from kind of proving that the yeast has been activated and it is working properly. Which in itself is a fun thing, because for absolutely ages we had no idea about actual yeast existing. So Extra Credits was actually doing a segment on beer. I think it's actually still in or they're still doing it. It's like they released an episode last week, there's going to be another episode this week. And it's quite interesting because even in like the Middle Ages, when you get to things like Germany deciding that they needed to specifically write down a recipe for like proper authentic German beer, yeast was never mentioned because they had no knowledge of it. Hey, we do have seeds for field snacks, so let's crack open some of those. Let's do 10 and then we can put those back. So we just probably want enough energy to be able to go back and water the rest of those plants. Anything else is going to be kind of wasted. I want to try and manage things so we are being efficient rather than needlessly, not not necessarily wasteful, but the priority is just getting all of these watered, and that is it. So yeah, going back to the beer thing, it was pretty much, the recipe was obviously water, hops, and barley, and the yeast was never considered an ingredient. It was just considered that you obviously had something to make it obviously foam up and ferment, but it was actually considered part of the technique rather than an ingredient, simply because it was something that just seemed to occur naturally. So you obviously mixed up those ingredients, put them into a cask, and it would ferment. That's taken us until almost 4 PM to go through and water everything. So we're not going to be making any money these next few days. But yeah, I'll potentially be actually putting organ. Yes, there will be a thunderstorm tomorrow. Nice, nice, nice. So we can potentially have a look and upgrade our watering can if we so wanted to. And obviously we've got the fruit bat cave, so let's have a look in here. So normally just in an unmodded game you have naturally just this section here for fruit to spawn in, but I've got all of these. We will need to buy an apple tree by the 25th, I think it is, just so that it has enough time to grow and we can actually harvest. Okay, we do actually, I do have the scythe already in inventory, so that we have that ready. Oh, I didn't realise the oregano was ready. So what I was saying was that the pizza, yes. So the pizza, I'll probably be actually taking some pictures of it if it turns out okay, and posting it on the Discord for people to have a look at, and obviously taste testing as well to make sure it is as nice as it should be. But it is going to be like big New York style, so the big slices that you grab and fold in half and eat like that. So I did actually visit New York City in 2012 and was actually told the proper way to eat proper New York style pizza. So pepperoni pizza on looking over onto the Hudson River, and that was quite a just well, I would say very New York thing, but it was nice. It was really nice. And then, of course, the delis and the bagel shops still live eternally in my mind from then. Because we would, like, almost every single, okay, not every single day, like every 2 or 3 days, we'd go up to the deli, get something from there, like go to the bagel store, get something from there, sometimes for breakfast if we were heading out into the New York City proper, because we were staying over in Long Island, so we'd get the train through, grab bagels before we went, have them as our breakfast. And like quite a lot of things, the one big test of whether something is genuinely good is just to have it on its own. So one time I went there and I just asked for a cinnamon and raisin bagel, like completely plain, not even sliced, just a bagel on its own. I think I got some weird looks, but honestly that day we'd been having bagels for, we'd had bagels a couple of times. I really wanted a cinnamon and raisin bagel and I just wanted it on its own, so that's what I had for breakfast, and it was lovely. It was gorgeous. So that's another thing I probably need to do when I go and finally get moved in, is actually make sure I can set up a proper bagel baking station. our bagels and soft pretzels. Keep some, or keep them in the freezer. Make a batch. And then I have a few ready and available whenever I want them. So yes, my house is definitely going to be a huge workstation between the kitchen and the garden, but it's going to be what I want, so hopefully it's going to work out well. And of course, we need to remember to go down to the travelling merchant as well. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I guess I'm not going to sneeze as badly as I thought I was going to. I mean, I'm not going to sneeze as badly as I thought I was. Hello there, Rony Baloney 6541. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the streams. Yeah, as I was saying, the kitchen and garden are definitely going to be workhorses for the new place.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Okay, hydration. I will indeed do that. I'll take a drink. Thank you for the reminder. How are you doing, if obviously you feel comfortable chatting? Yeah, well, anyway, when we finally figure out which place we're going to be moving into, I'm probably going to need to draft up some ideas and designs for the garden. Hi, I'm a lizard and reptile geek. That is interesting. What's your favourite type of lizard and or reptile then? What is your favourite type and any particular reason they are your favourites? And is it okay if I call you Rony? Okay, starting to feel a tiny bit exhausted, so we'll grab one more field snack. And then just continue on. Leopard geckos. Ah, yes. I find them quite endearing as well, just because of their designs. And Rony is fine. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, leopard geckos are very cute just in their design, I find. Very adorable little things. Do you have any lizards or reptiles at home, or are you more someone that admires them from afar? Because I know obviously some people do have lizards and reptiles home as pets. Some people don't necessarily have the capacity or capabilities for it. And you do have two leopard geckos. Oh, that sounds so cute. Do leopard geckos come in different colours, or are they just the regular kind of I think they're black and yellow normally, aren't they? At least the ones that I seem to recall. Do they come in different colours, or is like yellow and black kind of the standard for them? How long have you had them as well? Willoughby and Casserly. Oh goodness, those are... I don't know why, but those are a bit like tongue twisters for me. So what do we have here? Oh, we have truffle oil for almost over 5,000. Goodness, that's too much. Tiger trout for 1,000, but we could probably catch one of those pretty easily. Detective Casey, okay. And I think everything... Yeah, I don't think we really need anything else. So once again, we will just head back to sleep. It will be a thunderstorm tomorrow. And I would say, I think what we are going to do actually for tomorrow is we are going to go through and chop down as many of these trees as we can, because we probably want to get our foraging skill up as well. Just so we're clear on that, and I'm just going to get rid of some of this grass here as well. It does slightly slow down our walking speed. Okay, I think we're good. Can I join? I'm not sure what you are wanting to do. Join the game? Or sorry, just let me know. I'm not 100% sure what you're referencing there. Okay, that is the first time someone's redeemed that one. Oh, I don't know quite why I'm doing that, but we do have another thunderstorm tomorrow. The game, unfortunately, I am running this with an absolute ton of mods, so it's not set up properly for a multiplayer stream, unfortunately. But I can note you down for a co-op stream at some point in the future, if that is okay. And I do know there is at least another person. Let me just do a shout out. So someone also called Teza Vision has plans. Why has that not worked? That is not what I wanted to do. Teza Vision. There we go, that's better. So someone I chat to on the regular, Vision, does do or has plans for co-op streams on Fridays, mod free, but if you wanted to go and have a look at his community, he might be able to slot you in for the next one. Okay, so what do we have here? Some honeysuckles, plant in spring or summer, so we'll go with that then. And I think we'll put, yeah, one there as well. Yeah, no problem. Obviously this is, I've got like over 100 or so mods, and I'm trying to do this on a single person like game challenge. So while I'd appreciate doing a multiplayer stream, it's not set up for that. But thank you for the interest, genuinely. Thank you for the interest. So, like I said, as it's thundering, I think we're definitely going to be just going through and chopping down as many trees as we can to get our skill level in foraging up. Because as much as I'd want to plant a bunch of the seasonal seeds, I think between that and how many plants we need to water is just not going to be beneficial to us at all. It is not going to work for us. Not in the slightest. And of course, I completely forgot to put all of these things in the shipping bin, so we could probably do that as well, just to make sure we get that little bit of extra money. There we go on that. So yeah, I'm gonna put these in the shipping bin before I forget. Reserve one of the chili peppers because George is going to be asking for one of those at some point. Actually two, because we are going to be needing one for the community centre as well. So that goes in there. Hay is not worth anything. And oregano. The other stuff, let's go and put it in here. So there we go, we need all of those. probably benefit from actually going and getting some more wheat seeds from Pierre's just while we're passing by and planning things out like that. And there is an artifact spot up here. Are we going to get anything useful? No. I didn't think we were. Got a couple of spice berries. And then naturally over to Pierre's to get some more wheat seeds so we can do part of Marnie's fodder bundle as well. Here we go, so 15. Let's do 24, that should be more than enough to get us through. Plant it through where we are going to be obviously putting some more sprinklers and the like. So we are going to need to get to level 6 foraging, I think it is, before we are eligible for the lightning rods. That's the word, lightning rods. And I think seeing as these are pretty quick to grow, we'll put them all along up here. So even though we need to water them all individually, we can do so pretty quickly. We only really need it just for the bundle. So that we can do that. How many do we have left? 4. Then we can just come back down here and 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go, that's done. And back to chopping down some trees. So like I was saying at the end of last stream, this is not going to be the most interesting and enthralling stuff, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done, and it definitely needs to be done for us to complete the community centre bundle in 1 year, which is our main challenge. We can get rid of these trees. They are not going to be that useful for us. And we could probably manage to arrange things a little bit better so we have a better forestry area, which honestly is probably going to be over here for our like chopping down wood needs. I already know where our tapper farm is going to be. That's going to be in the kind of southeastern corner. Okay, how many field snacks can we get? That is going to be 45 energy. Okay, so that's basically pretty much 5 field snacks fills you up. And we should be able to do quite a lot of that. We have more than enough trees to just chop down. So we're going to do this for as long as we can. Probably make sure we alternate between the different types of trees that we are chopping down, just to make sure we get an even spread of the seeds. Because for some reason, I do not know why, but pine trees are the ones that almost always sprout the most. No matter how many times I've played and started a new farm, I will always have a ton more pine trees than anything else. Seriously, anything else. And of course, if we can be efficient is probably not the correct term, but if we can manage it so that we get essentially equivalence on the amount of trees we chop down to the amount of seeds we get for the field snacks, then things should be decent in terms of being able to just keep chopping down trees, keep making field snacks, and just going along like that without too much need to worry about trying to go back and get new seeds. If that makes sense to people. If that makes sense to people. So we have, that was the wrong one. We've got a little acorn seed there, that's going to help us out. Okay, so we have 7 of those, and we are actually, oh no, there we go, exactly 7 each. Then let's get a couple more field snacks in. Okay, let's do 4 of those. Fine, and continue on. So let's actually see if we can calculate and keep track of which trees we're chopping down. Although it really doesn't help when we chop down one tree and get 0 seeds. Thank you, game. Really appreciate that. But yeah, with this being a modded farm map, we obviously have a lot more space to work with. A lot more trees, a lot more opportunities for forage, and just general being able to... There we go, level 5. So when I was saying about the forestry area, this not forestry area, tapper area, this is where I was referencing. This is where I almost always put all of the trees for tappers, because it is almost directly below where I tend to put all of the crops and everything, so it doesn't take too much time to have a quick wander down, peek at the tappers and see if anything is ready for harvest. This area here tends to be where I keep my pigs. They just have this whole area to themselves, and it's all pretty much fenced in. So they have this whole area to wander around in, forage for truffles. So then once again I can come down here every day and have a look to see how things are going for them. And obviously normally when I manage to upgrade the pickaxe, this rock gets removed, and then this area tends to be for the cows, goats and sheep. I do tend to keep things moderately organised. Everything has a place, and there is a place for everything. But some of the stuff honestly, some of the stuff, you have so many different little areas that you can go around, have a look in, forage, scavenge, do all sorts of different things. There's so many of those that I've never actually really fully used up the farm space. And also with a mod for a bigger greenhouse, that also means there's a lot more opportunity to grow things in there, including spaces for pretty much all of the modded trees from mods that I have. Like additional trees, a bunch of them, especially ones for like soda making, which I'm really anticipating getting into. Yeah, and we could probably do one more field snack. And we need maple, another maple tree probably, at least to be first one, so we can chop these down here. And there we go. One more here. Okay, so apparently these aren't actually giving us seeds, which is a slight aggravation. can see an acorn down there. Seriously, no seeds? That's like the third one in a row. Oh, jeez. Ah, there we go. Finally we get something. And chop down all these weeds because I think I can see... Yep. Okay. No, I thought I saw something down there, but apparently not. And some more weeds. Let's just get rid of those. Similarly down here. And there is... Nope, that is not anything of use. Another acorn seed there. Okay, I think if we just focus on a couple more trees, probably actually not the acorn or the oak tree, which I just decided to start cutting down. Whoops. Didn't necessarily need that one. We could probably do the one maple tree that is over here to clear that out, and then one more not maple tree, pine tree, and finish that one off. Especially when it gives us an additional little pine cone like that. That's nice. Okay, so what else do we have? There's a... Okay, yeah, these last two trees. It's getting late, I am aware of that, but we should be able to fell these two trees and then head to bed, and we can repeat this tomorrow morning, as exciting as it's going to be. There we go, pretty much just enough energy left over. Hop back here and put some stuff away. Okay, apparently we've got over 1,000 wood now, which is always fun to see. Let me just have a look to see if there's anything else. We've got some geodes we could obviously take over to Clint's as well. And then the spice berries, I think, are going to just be put here for shipping. And then we can come back and put the mixed seeds away as well. Oh, and some regular geodes there. We cannot forget those. And my cat is in the bed. So just have to kind of shuffle around and make sure that we have some space to actually go in. So excuse me one moment. Do have some slight remnants of the cold. So anyway, here I am going to go for Gatherer as our level 5 bonus item, because I never really sell the wood, so the increased price, like the increased amount and price that you can get is never really worth it to me. Anyway, say hello to the cat. Oh, we do need to go back in because we need to have a look to see what the recipe is for today. So the Queen of Sauce tells us how to make baked fish. And then we can have a look. So we've got some more chili peppers. Oh my goodness, look at that. But we do have, let's see, passion flower in 2 days. But we do have these jojo berries. Almost perfectly on schedule. Look at that. So level 6 farming, just as tomorrow is going to be a non-rainy day. That is perfect. So also we can come down here and have a look around. We've got some trees that we can decide to fell, because these do grow back as they were. So what do you have for us today? So we've got a wood skip for 500, crayfish, and I don't overly think so. So let's just have a look at the wood skip. So we have the fishing bundle, fish tank, speciality fish is over here. Yeah, I know how we can actually glitch past that big log, but I'm not going to. So summer, actually let me have a look, because I think we need to do some fishing today actually. I think we are going to need to do some fishing. Okay, so river fish bundle, catfish. Found in rivers, spring and fall, only when raining. Okay, so we're not going to be able to find that one. The tiger trout, found in rivers, fall and winter. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that one. Speciality fish, we have the pufferfish, only during sunny weather, unfortunately. Ocean fish, tuna, found in the ocean, summer and winter. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to go fishing, because that says any weather during rain and any weather. So yes, we definitely need to go fishing for those. The lake fish is sturgeon, which is found in the mountain lake at summer and winter during any weather. Most common on rainy summer days. So we definitely need to go to the mountain lake for that one. No, we don't, because we bought one, but I was keeping that. And the night fishing bundle, we need a walleye, which is going to be found in rivers, lakes and forest ponds in the fall. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that one. So basically go to the ocean and then see if we can come back for the brain engage back to the mountain lake. So we obviously don't have the fishing rod on us. So as much as it might be slightly irritating. Hello, Shane. 7:30 a.m. frozen pizza in the microwave. I think even that's a little bit early for me to consider having pizza in the morning, and I am a pizza fiend. Yes, I definitely think what we are going to do is... So Leia wants a quartz. We can come up here and put one of the chili peppers into the bundle. Obviously this is kind of wasting a little bit of time, but we have plenty of that before Pierre's and Clint's is going to be open. So we can go in here. That was completely the wrong one. Completely the wrong one. What was I thinking? So summer crops bundle, there we go. 1 chili pepper. Then we need a tomato, blueberry and a melon. And then obviously either 5 gold star melons or 5 gold star corn. Preferably both, if we can manage it at all. For the quality crops bundle. If we can't get both of them, then we will have the opportunity to do it with the pumpkins. But I prefer to try and get it done as soon as we possibly can, rather than leaving it a little bit later. So there we go, sell the hot peppers. We are keeping these jojo berries, even though they give us over 1,000 gold, because they are so precious when it actually comes to using them for energy, because we can see like 188 energy, which is pretty much almost over 2/3 of our energy bar. Anyway, let's come in here and crack open these geodes. That one and that one. So what can we sell back to you? So frozen tears, granite, limestone, and the earth crystal technically, but we need that for some future crafting efforts. And then we can come over here and we've got a few things that we can donate to the museum. So let's do so. Okay, apparently we'd already donated the drum. No worries. And we've got that, and that's no reward. And then we can head back to our farm, pick up a few things, drop off a few things, and head down to the beach to fish. And then obviously when we have some sunny days and we have it available, we are going to need to go and probably find a pufferfish. I'm half thinking maybe I should have actually bought one earlier, but oh well, we're just going to have to be able to manage without it for a short while. And obviously we want to kind of clear out our inventory and make sure we've got space for things. And unlike most other times, I think if we get all the fish we need, then I am going to just... Okay, we'll put that there, and hopefully automate is not going to catch on to that. No, okay, it does. Right. So we are going to have to put it actually specifically away from it. Right. So the 2 drums we can sell, and the earth crystal. You know what? Let's actually make this a gems, ores and bars thing. So we want that, and do we actually not have any? Let's do the solar and void essences as well then. Anything else? No. So any of these foods give us fishing. Doesn't look like it. Okay. There we go. And then, oh, well, I just heard a tree fall over, so that is always fun to find. So let's put these away and then grab our fishing rod. I'm gonna say wherever that's been left, and then head over to the beach post haste. So running a quick little ad break because running back and forth between 2 different sections is not necessarily the most interesting thing, unless we obviously end up in a cutscene. And if that's the case, I will naturally pause just to let the ad break quickly run through, and then we can resume where we were. So as I was going to say, if we somehow manage to catch all of the fish that we need for summer, then I will come back and start chopping down some more trees. Well, at least initially we can start grabbing some of these. Do we want to sell some? I'm not 100% sure because I know they are used for some good fertilizer, but sometimes I don't overly use fertilizer that much. Anything else over here? Nope. Okay, so let's head down and start fishing away. And of course our first thing that we catch is some seaweed. Of course we would. Anyway, let's do this and just obviously keep it in the bar as per the norm. Not quite a perfect catch, but that's good enough for me. So it was a red mullet, I think, tuna and sardine, maybe? And then we need to go back up to the lake to see if we can catch a couple more sturgeon, because getting a couple of fish ponds with those in would be really useful. Oh. get that treasure chest because we definitely want to see what's in that. Maybe something good, perhaps? Maybe? Okay, we got a red snapper and we got a Nautilus fossil. So I can't 100% remember how many different fish are around and available in summer during the rain. So we will just keep going until we have a bunch of them. And then we can see which ones we need to put in their community centre bundle. Oh. Okay, are we going to be able to manage to get this? Maybe if I was a little bit further back. Not quite. Nope, not quite. Okay. Yes, there we go. We've got it there. Okay. And of course I do that just as the bubbles disappear. Oh well. Another treasure chest. What's this going to have in store for us? It is some coal. So, lovely, lovely coal. But I think we should be doing pretty much okay. We have no desperate need to sell things back to Willy, so we can once again just sit here and continue fishing at our own leisure. And just keeping an eye on how things are going. Okay, let me actually just have a look at that. Okay, so not the red mullet, but the red snapper, yes. Tuna and tilapia. And those were, let me just check once again. So tuna, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tilapia, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, so we've completely missed that one then. So we'll just basically keep fishing until we find a tuna. And then tilapia we're going to have to find some other time. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky with the travelling merchant before we need to try and fish for another one, but... this is definitely more of the luck-based one bundle than most everything else. Oh, got a flounder. And there is some bubbles. Let's see if we can get a few things here. Some lovely, lovely seaweed. Oh, okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Already... oh. Gotcha. Okay, just a starfish. Nothing too exciting. I thought just the way it suddenly zipped up when the whole thing started was that we were going to have an interesting catch, but no, it just happened to be another starfish. Oh, that one was a perfect catch. A red mullet. Unfortunately not the fish we were after, and the bubbles have gone. The bubbles have gone. So obviously with us reaching level 6 in fishing, we will have the opportunity to do the quality sprinklers in the morning. And I do have a mod that activates them, so we don't have to worry about watering plants tomorrow. Honestly, I kind of think here we are a little bit out of luck because we've got 20 minutes to catch another tuna, and that's probably not going to happen. And just watch, I've said that, and this is going to be a tuna. Nope. Okay. Where sturgeon is only until 7 p.m. So we're not even going to be able to get that one either. So let's come over here and... Right, what do we have? That's... Oh, okay, I dumped a couple of frozen geodes in here because we didn't really have the space. We could probably take the strawberries. And then that, and that. And honestly, I think while we're here, I will leave those and the clams as well. Just we've got starting to get a little bit of a collection of some of these things that we can use for crafting in the future. Obviously, I've not gotten far enough to get like the tier 3 fertilizers, like the max retaining soil, and I think there's another speed grow. I'm not 100% sure, but I've never gotten that far. I've never gotten far enough to actually see that, so I have technically no idea if there is one of those, but I'm guessing based on the fact that there is a water retaining one, that there is a super deluxe speed grow option. We do still have about half our energy, so we can still come through and drop down a few more trees. First off, obviously we want to drop all of these things off in our various chests, just so we've got all those arranged. Like those in there, and then come back up in here and put the strawberries in, because we are going to be making some seeds out of those at some point. And then pretty much everything else except for one red snapper. We've just got a standard quality one there, so we can donate that. Okay, apparently I forgot to put the oyster in the beach chest, but anyway, so come back over here and we have our axe in here. We can grab that and chop down a few more trees for some extra foraging skill. And oh my goodness, the lightning is getting pretty intense in the game now. Okay, I think that sound was just the tree we were cutting falling over. That's done. I definitely think the next thing we really need to do, other than naturally building some sprinklers, is we need to have a look to see how much that apple tree is going to be. Because if it follows the path of all the other seeds, it should be half price. I believe I checked it last time and it was. So it's not going to be as much as it would otherwise be, but we are still going to have to make sure we have the funds for it. Oh, there's a seed there. I can see that. And I think this is probably going to be the last one we're able to chop down without naturally eating some more foods and, well, not necessarily needlessly, because we still have like 3.5 hours to do things, but okay, so how many seeds do we have? 28 acorns, 49 pine cones, and only 10 maple seeds. But once again, go to sleep for the night. Oh, and one moment, I just need to move around a bit. Weather is very, very weird in the UK at the moment. It seems to be reasonably warm, and then it is on there we go there. So anyway, like I said, level 6 farming. Watering can proficiency, hoe proficiency, quality, sprinkler. Almost 800 gold from various things. And that's kind of slightly negative luck. And let's go through and look, we got cotton. Anything else that is immediately ready? Yep, the radishes over here. So we can grab some of those. And then what we want to do, let me just have a look, just check that there's nothing else. So it was iron bars, gold bars, and refined quartz that we need. Yes, unfortunately we can only make one at the moment. So we want to put that down probably here and make sure we water that. So, despite the fact that it is a bad luck day, it is Monday, so I think we are going to be going to the mines. We want to put all these things away. No, I want to put away this away. Okay, that's not going to behave. Right, so we want... Let me just change it over to that. So we want our bone sword. We want the pickaxe. We want the hoe. We want to put the axe back. Anything else? We need to focus on basically getting gold and iron. So that's going to be level 40 and level 80. So honestly, if we just cycle around those two levels, then we can go to level 40, go down one level, hack away at as much iron as we can find, level 80 down to level 81, do the same thing. So what is this? 2 farming and 1 speed. Okay, nothing urgently that I can see there. We could, I was going to say we could probably take the shoes or the tundra boots and sell them, but no. I think we will just dunk all of those in there. And then dunk these in here. There we go. So we've got a field snack, we've got 3 ginger berries. We are leaving watering the crops until we get back, which may be a dangerous idea. But actually, let me just count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 27 gold bars. Okay, let me just note that down actually. So 27 gold bars, 27 iron bars, and 27 refined quartz. So 5 times. So we have 5 ores there. So 27 quartz or 9 fire quartz and 27 or 9 coal, depending on which ones we get. Then checking once again how much we actually have in storage. Okay, so we have 6 iron bars. So we only need 21 on that. So 5 times 21, which is 105. So we need 5 times pretty much 27. So that is going to be 135 gold. Obviously that is going to be like the maximum that we want. Let's actually take some of the copper and coal, and before I forget, we do have a home quarry, so we can have a look at that. Oh, and we have got some fruit, so we've got a pomegranate and an apricot we can use for a couple of things. So we do have, that's not going to help us at all. So we do have some iron and copper in our home quarry here. So we can chop through this before we go, and it will give us a better idea of how much we need. And also we can use the copper, sacrifice that for some cherry bombs, and we can progress through some of the levels a little bit easier if we have that available to us. Oh, and level up. Was not expecting that, but it's nice to see anyway. Okay, and there is one more here and a couple more around. Anything down by the dig site? Yes, there is one bit of copper, so we'll get that one. A couple of other things up here. We're ignoring all of the geodes for now because we are not needing them. Okay, there we go. So that is 28 copper. That should be 7 bombs, or 7 cherry bombs. Plenty of copper. So let's get going. And I mean it this time. I mean it this time. Say hello to Ollie as we go by, and then up to the mines. Just keep an eye on forageables while we go past, because that is easy money slash easy energy if we necessarily need it. Actually slightly surprised that we have 2,500 gold at the moment. I'm not going to be buying any more crops. I think we are good on that front for now. Hopefully those blueberries, when they are available, will lead into a mega harvest and mega funds for us. So we'll be able to do a little bit of the vault bundle and hopefully get the... or get down to the bottom of the mines, get the vault bundle unlocked and go to Skull Cavern. So as I was saying, we want to go to level 40 and then just hop down any stuff there. Nope, not at all. So let's do 80. Okay, we do have 1 bit of gold and some easily available stairs. So we will take that and head down just to see. This is going to take a while, isn't it? Okay, anything easily accessible? No, and I don't want to get destroyed by the slime, so we will go back up. Yes, this is going to be a fairly tedious thing. Oh, there is... This is probably a good point for a cherry bomb. And there we go. Once again, just head back up. Level 80. And then back down. We've got another easily accessible set of stairs. So we get a ruby there. Nothing there. Yeah, even if we only manage to get a handful of new sprinklers done, it's going to definitely help manage our basically the amount we need to keep watering every single day. And then obviously we can keep coming down to the mines like this, grab some more gold and or iron as we need it. Okay, I think I will do the field snack. Just so we've got that. So basically the limiting factor on this, I think, is going to be the gold and also the refined quartz, because those are both going to be a little bit trickier to find. But we can keep doing this. Absolutely nothing. actually, I've just realised something. We don't need to be going down to level 80. What we could probably do, because there is... Yeah. So, like this. Then we can have a look around. There is nothing. So then we could go to level 45, have a look. Nothing. Level 65, nothing. 75, nothing immediately. And then we could do 85. And nothing. So we could just repeat that pattern probably over and over and over again. And the noise of the elevator is going to aggravate me so much. It's just going to keep dinging at us because we are just continually going back and forth on it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, technically leave the mine, I guess. Okay, level 45. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. I've actually no idea what the spawn rates of the ores are on the 5 levels. It doesn't look like it's that great, actually. It does not look like it's that great. Okay, so back to the previous idea. So we'll just do level 40. And then level 80. Oh, I was about to turn around and go, nope, nothing here. Fire quartz, good. That is 3 refined quartz for us. So we do need to donate 1 to the community centre bundle. You know what, actually, as this is probably going to be the limiting factor of us, let's go and just crack open a load of gold and just keep doing this, coming back and forth. See if we get lucky enough with some stairs. Nope. Not quite. Not quite enough. And we do have to remember, we do have 4 gold back in one of the chests at home. So we need to keep that in mind in our calculations. And honestly, what I probably should have done is actually moved the chest back to where it was against the furnace, so we could actually do a couple more things for refining using automate. Okay, you are not gonna... Oh, okay, 2 gold, so that's 5 gold. Leave the mine, and we will quickly go down to level 20 and get a bit more copper if we can. Nope, that is not going to be useful. Level 10. Okay, there is some here, and we've got some quartz as well, so we can just come through. Just trying to peek around the corner to see if we can see anything. Some topaz, which is going to be good. A couple of crates and boxes. That does not have anything in it. I can hear a bug, but we are noping out of here. We are just going to nope out. Okay, leave the mine. So we will need to bump up our energy back again, just so that we can get enough energy back to water all of the other crops, because we still need to refine the gold. But we can do that overnight. We can let that run using automate. Okay, prehistoric skull. Have we already donated that? Yes. So there's nothing overly interesting for us there. We can just sell that one. Anything else? Did we grab anything else that we can eat? Nope. So let's just once again head back to where we were. start watering a few of the crops, start putting some of the gold into refine. We have a tiny bit more copper that we can use to create a second furnace for our options. And we can leave that overnight, and we can water as many plants as we can possibly manage. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's actually grab these, because we want to make sure that we have the gold going first. Then probably the quartz. No, that's not going to let me. Okay, then the quartz. Then probably the iron ore. Like so. And then we obviously have the coal that we can donate in. That's not going to let me do it because for some reason I have one of these mods does not like the 4th and 5th positions in the inventory. Okay, no, that is definitely not. There we go. Get some more stone, get another furnace done. There it is. Okay, furnace. Pop that down, and there we go, that starts. So 5 hours. So, I mean, technically speaking, we could wait until 1 AM and then we'd have 2 of the options, just double checking those aren't the ones that we needed to donate. And just while I'm figuring through all these things, we should be okay. So once again, let's do a 5 field snacks. And then grab, oh, no, didn't want to do that. Just do 2 of them. Get our energy up a little bit. And then we want the watering can. Okay. Right, so I'm basically going to be trying to figure out which ones we want to water by hand. I think the main ones we want to focus on are going to be just the blueberries. I'm going to be watering everything else. We're going to be putting the sprinklers on as many of the blueberries as we can. Like here we've got corn and tomatoes, so we'll come through and water all of these if we have the water in our watering can to actually do so. Slightly annoying. We can do that, and then we can come over here and probably actually continue on with these ones. Like so, and these ones. Okay, so that's all of those ones done. So 2 hours and 40 minutes. So yeah, pretty much 1 AM those are going to be ready. Which means we'll be able to get 2 more quality sprinklers down. The good thing is, presuming a couple of good luck days or a thunderstorm, we can obviously just go to the mines, grab some more kind of stuff just as we go, and just make sure we have a continual supply of iron and gold with a few bits Okay, that's so blueberry, blueberry, blueberry. We've got corn over here. A couple more field snacks. I say a couple more and we use up all of them. Yes, I know it's getting late. And out of water again. This is where it is being slightly annoying, but we can come over here once again, have a look. And there we go. Get some more water. And obviously I think the priority is definitely going to be the ones that are grown at least a little bit more. So we'll have one there and one there. Oh, I was going to say, did I just hear that going? Yes, I did. Okay, so gold, iron and refined quartz. And actually I'm going to keep those in my inventory so we can do one there and one there, activate those, and I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to finish watering all of these, so let's do the ones that are one day ahead. So we have those. Actually, probably it would have been better to actually do these so they're not as behind, but oh well. And there we go. 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. and we fall asleep. Okay, so I want geologist. Chance for gems to appear in pairs. So we should have 3,200 and something, but let's see how much got taken off of us because we collapsed. At 2 a.m. Okay, yeah, so about 10% as per the norm. I don't know why I'm doing weather report. It is a... I was going to say it's a good luck day, but it is like vaguely good. Okay, so these are done. Passion flower is ready. And anything else? We got some red chili or red peppers done. We have obviously, as we can see, 3 things. These are the refined quartz are being done. So we have 2 more gold bars. We can get 2 more quality sprinklers. So where are these going to go? Well, obviously logic dictates it must be there and there. Let's do all of that. And fill up our watering cans. Hello there, Pee-woo-boo? Is that? Hello, I know I've seen you in Odd Top streams before. Thank you for popping by. How have you been doing? So yeah, I know Odd Top calls you P, so I presume that is an acceptable name to be calling you. So yes, how have you been doing? How has your Saturday been so far? You are in Australia, actually, so it would be... Are you? I think, goodness, I cannot recall. About to go to bed, thought you'd pop in and say hi. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of me. And hopefully you have a good night's rest and are able to wake up in the morning feeling good and refreshed as you should be. Okay, this is probably one of the most tedious things because I went super over the top with all the blueberries and we have so many things to water. Thank you. Hopefully you have a good rest of the stream. I hope so too. it is progressing nicely so far, and hopefully we'll be able to get at least the first harvest of blueberries before the end of the stream. Okay, that looks good there. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is what I did yesterday. Basically water everything except the blueberries, then go down to the mines, grab ourselves a bunch more gold and iron, and then we can hopefully make a few more. Now actually I want to water all of it now, don't I? Because yes, we collapsed last night, which we really don't want to do again if we can help it. So it might be a bit more challenging going down to the mines and trying to get things there, because we're not going to have quite as much energy, but we have a few quality sprinklers popping that have been crafted, so those have been slightly helping out. Means we don't have quite nearly as many crops that we need to water by hand every single day. Aside from obviously when we run out of water and we need to go and get some more once again. Okay, so we have the guarana. Yeah, so they're 113 energy each and they sell for 110, so that is interesting. That is actually probably better than the jojo berries we have, because that is like a 1-to-1 almost energy to gold. Yeah, like this gold one is even better than that, whereas these are like 2 gold per energy. So yes, I think we'll sell these and then keep the guarana. So that is going to be better for us in the long term. And then we can finish off these, watering all of these by hand. Those will be ready by the 16th, these will be ready by the 15th. And we will get some or multiple harvests of these, and then hopefully we'll be able to go into fall with cranberries and an absolute ton of quality sprinklers and just let that all go almost automatically. And then hopefully we won't really have a need to upgrade our watering can that quickly, because we do obviously have quite a lot of or a lack of money, I should say. We're not exactly swimming in gold, and we want to save as much as we can for other things. And it's probably also going to be worthwhile getting a couple more scarecrows, because I can see some gaps in our crops where we've been having someone sneaking in and eating them. We naturally say hello to our cat. So our scarecrows need wood, fibre and coal, I believe it is. Let's just grab that and let's get 2 scarecrows. Yeah, we can see where we've put one down, we are not quite covering everything. So we probably want one up here, and then we want another one down here. So that has everything covered. And that looks good in terms of everything being watered. So we'll put the coal and everything else back. And I honestly think probably, actually I'll keep the stone because we're going to need that. We are going to be just shoving everything into the shipping bin, especially seeing it is 3 PM. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got 4 iron bars, so we are fine on that. So we just need an absolute ton of gold. We're just going to need an absolute ton of gold, so sell those. Mouse is being twitchy. And obviously, by gold, I mean gold ore, naturally. So we'll just do the usual trick of going down to level 80, sweeping around, grabbing any gold, any fire quartz, if we happen to see that as well. And then basically back up and just repeat that loop until essentially we have no more time left, so we can see how well that goes down. Any forageables around other than the ones I've already spotted and picked up? Can't seem to see any. We've had, well, I would say a lack of artifact spots, but I've not exactly been scouring town for it. So anyway, we will just come in here and level 80 it is. Okay, crate with seeds. Got an emerald there, and we got one bit of gold ore. And I did not realise that we actually had such a lack of energy already. So let's do that guarana. Hi there, Jessie May. Yes, it is a very cute bee indeed. It is called a capamon. I believe, why am I saying this to you? Because I believe you have one, don't you? You have a little cat one on your streams. But hello, how have you been? Yeah, pretty much as soon as I saw, it's like there were so many capamons that I saw, I couldn't quite decide. And then as soon as I saw this little bee, it's like, yep, that's the one. I'm going for that one. Such adorableness. Jeez, where is all the gold? Oh my goodness. And so there is a method to what I'm trying to do here. It is basically go down to level 80. Or take the elevator down to level 80. Have a look down on level 81, see if there's any gold. If there is, crack it open. If there isn't, go back up to level 80. Go back up, then go back down to level 80. And obviously do the same once you've opened up any gold that is available. How am I? Little bit frantic today. A little bit frantic. I had some food shopping scheduled for delivery between like 12 and 1. Obviously my stream is scheduled to start at 1:30. And what happened was that basically the person was running behind, so they weren't really able to get to us until like 20 past 1. So it was a bit of a hectic get the shopping in, get it all packed away, head over to the stream, get the stream started. Then the game kept on crashing when I was trying to load into the save, which I think is probably because I'd removed one of the mods because it wasn't necessarily needed, but the game wasn't liking that, so it was just took me about 20 minutes to get everything sorted for the stream proper. So a tiny bit of a cursed stream, but it is all working now absolutely fine, and I am basically just farming for gold because I planted a ridiculous amount of blueberries last stream and I am slightly regretting it. Okay, so we have 11 gold there. Let me just see how many we have. Okay, we did use it all up, right. Oh, this was good. This is good. Do I actually have any of the other things? No, so we're going to have to crack all these manually. Oops. This is going to take a while. Sending good vibes, thank you. I think everything is okay now. The only thing that could go wrong is if the pizza that the pizza dough that I was making yesterday doesn't work. But honestly, It's pizza. You roll it out, you put it in the oven. How badly can it go? I probably should not have said that because fate is going to tell me how badly it can go. And I'm just going to sneak by. Ignore me. And grab that. Oh, this was a good idea because we have a diamond. That's going to help us out with money. So we are going to crack open this gold. Crack open this diamond. Probably actually focus on the bat first, because we don't want to get knocked out before we can get it. What do I want to get rid of? The mixed seeds, because we get 2 diamonds there. And there's a fair bit more gold here as well. There we go. I was just thinking, is like, oh, can we get down to level 90? But no, I did start on level 80 instead of 85, so we're not going to be able to get down as far as I was hoping. Almost out of energy, so let's eat one of these. And I think my husband is in the bathroom because Ollie is meowing up a storm. Oh, got an iron bar from there. That was lucky. Some copper, I'm not overly worried about that. We have 1 bit of gold, but I'm honestly just going to go leave the mines, head back home, sell as much as we can. Yeah, the thing is, oh, I've never really experienced guarana in real life before, so when I kind of harvested these, it was a bit, okay, what on earth have I planted? Because the mixed seeds that I plant are basically anything and everything that can grow in the season. So I have some crops which actually produce meat, so I was kind of looking over, it's like, okay, is this like a monster crop or something? But no, it's guarana. I've just never seen them like that in real life. It's midnight, which is absolutely fine. We'll be able to get back onto the farm, sort through things, get the gold ore refining, so we should be able to get 6 bars on that. So not quite 6 ready for the morning, but good enough. So naturally we want to make sure we have the gold in there first. Then we want the quartz. And then obviously the little bit of coal there. So ruby we need to donate, as does the emerald, the jade. We can sell. We need to keep one of the aquamarines as well. And the red mushrooms. Oh, and yes, we can also put the iron bar in as well. You can grow meat. Yes, it's obviously a modded thing. So we want to probably sell that one. Sell both of those. Yeah, sell both of those because that is going to be worth a lot more money. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the cheer, Jazzy May. So once I've actually finished going through all of this, I'll say about it in a second. So we can put all of those in there, and then the gems go into this one. So put those in there. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Ah, come on, please behave. No, it's not overly wanting to behave that much. There we go. Top left corner does it. Top left corner does it. And then we can sell the other ruby that we have left over. And then the cave carrot is worth a lot more in terms of energy. So I do have... Where is it? So I have... Is this actually going to register anything? There we go. Okay, let me just take a quick stop while I take a drink. So I have said this before, but So we have plants which can actually produce animal meat, which I tend to take as like these are plant-based meat alternatives that are just for convenience labeled as like alpaca, beef, mutton, venison, chicken, and such, because that's what they've been crafted to resemble. And of course, as you can see here, we do have a few recipes that we can make from all of them. But just before summer ends, I'm planning on going and buying a few of the animal meat seeds, just so we have some in stock for when we do unlock the greenhouse. So we can do that. Okay, wow, almost 2,500 gold there just for that one day. Brilliant. Okay, so still no rain, or still no thunderstorm that I can see, but we do have a bit of extra luck today. So it might be worth trying to see if we can push down to level 90 in the mines. Okay, gathering at the luau tomorrow. Wheat is ready to harvest, so we want to gather our scythe from in here. And we have a couple more gold bars that we can use for quality sprinklers. So we will, as before, go down here and down here, even though technically that is a little bit, not needless, but I miscounted, so we do have an overlap of them, which is not necessarily what I wanted. Okay, so we've got some more guarana, which honestly is just going to be stuffed in my inventory and just kept there. Okay, gold bar is going to take 4 hours. So I think... yeah, so we'll just water everything. And then we will have the gold bars ready. Hopefully when we come back, we can place them for tomorrow. And then we can maybe start thinking about where other ones are going to be going, because I've been focusing pretty much on the blueberries, which are going to be our cash crop for the season. And I mean that quite literally. They give you an immense amount of money. Let me actually just bring it up. So they like sells for 27 gold, but you can see here drops 3. So 27 times 3 is going to be 81 gold minimum, and we had 119, but we did lose a couple to crows. So yeah, pretty much 119 times by 81 is going to be let me just calculate that. So 119 times 81 is 9,639 gold, and that is going to be per harvest, because these will also like harvest up to 13 days and then every 4 days. So we get, well, okay, 9,000 on, if we leave it for the 15th, then the 19th, then the 23rd, and then the 27th, if we were to do that. Yeah, just a small amount of money, and then that is going to be reinforced and used for cranberries, which are similarly a cash crop. And then by winter, hopefully we'll be able to get a good system going where we have a lot more money and we're able to start really focusing on other things. And also our strawberries are a similar cash crop in summer. So I did keep some of the seeds that we got, and I did also keep a couple of gold star strawberries because, once again, mod. So that mod allows you, when you have the seed maker, higher quality crops give you more seeds from each fruit. So it's like, say a standard one would give you like 3 seed packs. A silver one might give you 4 or 5, and a gold one could easily give you like 6. So we should be well set for strawberries, and if we get the greenhouse set up before too long in winter, which we should be able to do, we honestly should be well off and be able to plant those strawberries. And then maybe when we find an ancient seed, we can start planting that as well. And then that will just basically be our money maker, like, forever. Because ancient seeds take 28 days to mature. But once they are mature, they produce a fruit every 7 days. And they are, like, one of the most profitable crops you can ever get. Unfortunately, it's fairly uncommon to actually get your hands on one, so I think that was a couple more gold bars already. Yep. So we can put those down. Hello there, Jade Raid. Good morning to you as well. How have you been? I hope things have been going smoothly for you. Okay, and we'll put another one down there. So we should be pretty well set, I think. We've got a couple of crops over here that haven't been watered. And then some of these ones up here. So let's just activate that one. And do all of these. You started playing Stardew again after a while. How has it been going for you? Have you decided to do any challenges or anything? Or are you just playing it as, like, pretty much normal? And if you've managed to find one, just please don't say you found an ancient seed, because I am going to be grumpy if someone else has had such good luck and I haven't. Okay, starting to feel exhausted, that is no problem. So once again, we'll put those away. There are a bunch of hot peppers. And then we wanted to keep the ancient seed. Oh, have you never encountered that? Right, okay. So you're just playing it, you don't know any of the challenges or anything. Okay, yeah. Oh, the main one is that when you start the game, there's a little wrench icon in the bottom left. So you can use that to change a few of the game settings. But if you've not found the ancient seed, it's basically an artifact. You give it to the museum and you get an ancient fruit, like, seed pack back, and that can be one of the most profitable crops you will ever see. So anyway, we have a couple more guarana. We could probably take, we need some of those for one of the bundles. Yeah, I know some people have, like, they find the ancient seed, like, almost immediately, and other people are just waiting there absolutely forever to try and find it. Okay, so what else do we need to donate to the museum or the community centre? Okay, I think honestly we'll take the sturgeon, as much as it's going to pain me. The red snapper we need to put in as well. And I think we are... oh yes, we need to donate the ruby and the emerald and also the aquamarine to one of the community centre bundles. Thinking one of your games with a friend, you found one in year 2. Yeah, I've heard some things where people haven't actually found them until, like, well, I think some people have said they're in, like, year 5 and this is one of the few things that they need to complete the museum and they still can't find it. Okay, Malaya. This is embarrassing. How long were we even gone that we don't know where to go? And Kimpoi? Let me think. Maybe we could... Yeah, they're basically completely lost. Well, yep, we're lost. Well, at least he's admitting it. Well, I hope someone passes by so we can ask for directions. Well, conveniently, I am right there. Oh, young lady, would you be a dear and help us find our way to the cable car? We seem to have lost our way. Yeah, of course. So these are a couple of Ridgeside Village people. Apparently they have been, like, they're not tourists, they just haven't returned for a long time. We were travelling around the world for reasons. So the cable car, could you guide us there? Well, it's honestly just up here. You're almost there. But you're almost there. There we go. But we forgot to introduce ourselves. My name's Malaya, and this here is my husband Kimpoi. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, you're Positronics, so you're the new farmer who moved into the valley. My sister mentioned you in one of her letters. You've been really helpful. We really appreciate it. Quite embarrassing, really, forgetting the whereabouts of our own hometown. You forgot I had the extended mod, yeah. Stardew Valley Extended, and then this is from Ridgeside Village. So these are two of the people that are, or used to live there. They went travelling around the world for quite a while. Okay, and we've apparently got Olga here. So you're telling me you let go of the plate you were washing because you were excited for a phone call for some lottery? Now tell me, how much did you win? Will it cover the shattered plate? The plate that I told you is my favourite? Oh, hun, correction, was my favourite plate. It's long gone, hun. Shattered. All for the measly 20 gold you won over the lottery. And the lottery ticket costed 25. Hey, which way are... Oh. Ollie? Sis? Hey, what's the hold up? Yeah, Bert and Olga were looking after their niece, which is Malaya and Kimpoi's daughter. So, smoking horses, you two, you're back. We're sorry we didn't inform you. We were kind of... I have so much to tell and scold you about, but not now. So yeah, obviously something's been going on with this family, but we don't quite know what. Oh! Oh my goodness, I've just realised, because I've seen this before, I couldn't quite figure out what Olga was meaning by that. Malaya is a mermaid. Malaya is a mermaid. It's like, how are your legs? Are you getting used to them? Like, you're not missing your fins anymore? She's a mermaid. She is a mermaid. Okay, I've just figured that out. She's a mermaid. So it guided us to the cable car. We sort of forgot its whereabouts. Well, it doesn't matter too much. They're there. They're home now. And apparently they've been away for, from the sounds of it, quite a long while, considering they're unsure of how to react to their daughter seeing them once again. Yes, mermaid, Jazzy May, mermaid indeed. I didn't actually twig until then, but we do have mermaids in the game. Standard. Or like, we'll stay behind. So when I say standard, I mean there are a couple of times you will actually see mermaids in the game, just on its own. But yeah, it does look like Malaya is a mermaid. That is fun, fascinating. That is going to be really interesting getting to know her better. Or her and Kimpoi, I should say, because that is going to be... Like, for instance, obviously, how did they meet, for one? Like, how did they meet? Also where, like kind of where and how, and obviously what was the decision behind her, like obviously changing her fins out for legs and moving onto dry land. But I presume that part of the reason they were gone for so long is maybe to actually try and like maybe find family, or I don't quite know actually, because it definitely sounds like they were intentionally gone, but they didn't intend to be gone for that long. So we need this in the ocean bundle. So there we go, red snapper. Yeah, and we do have our equipment for the mine, so let's actually just pop over to the museum, donate a couple of things. I forgot the fodder bundle. Yeah, I'm slightly forgetful like this. But yeah, Ridgeside is definitely an interesting one. That's not where the fodder bundle is. It is here. It's definitely going to be a while to actually try and remember and figure out where everyone is and try and befriend them, because we have 67 people. We have 67 villagers to do so. But I'm definitely going to make an effort to get to know at least some of them, and also see some of the potential marriage options as well, because I'm trying not to just immediately decide that I'm going to romance the same people over and over again. Gonna go play your game. Just started yesterday, so want to get things done. Yep, no problem. Thank you for popping in. Hope you have a good time in your game and hope it goes well for you. Okay, so I need to get the mine carts done. You'll keep me tabbed. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. So we need 1 gold bar and we're going to need a fire quartz. Okay, so if we can get down a couple more levels in the mines, that should be good. Yeah, thank you for keeping me tabbed, and hopefully I will see you around. Have a good game. Hey, are these sweet peas worth anything in terms of energy? No, they are not. Oh, and Jazzy May, did you see, or obviously you did see the tweet I sent. Did you have a chance to have a look at those couple of colouring books that I linked you to yesterday? And if so, what did you think of them? Because pretty much it's like I did see them and I kind of looked through them and went, Jazzy May might be interested in these. I'll let her know about them. Unfortunately, it's almost 5 PM already and we are almost out of energy. Good thing we've got these guanas. Do that. Okay, that is good. And 85. Let's start from there. Oh, okay. Not doing quite that well, at least initially. But yeah, I am definitely wanting to get the minecarts done, because then we have a short or a small quick travel option around the town, and that means we can spend a bit more time in things like the mines. Oh, books are beautiful. Oh, that's good. I was having a look through some of them because they seem, or the like company brand, I'm not quite sure what you'd call it. It seems like they're ones that do various different colouring book styles under one banner. So they will have like slightly different art styles because of the different artists that have done things. But I saw those and I thought, like, okay, these look like ones that obviously I would enjoy, and I'll see if Jazzy would be interested in them as well. So we did get a big bomb here, so let's put that down. Not quite enough to kill the slime. we can finish it off. We've got stairs down, and we've got stairs down up here as well. Yeah, I see you there, crab. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Got you. I always feel guilty on that because they always look so terrified when you actually crack their shells. Oh, okay. We've got get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You only have a few realistic pictures though. Feel pressure to make them look perfect. It's not silly. I understand what you mean. I've spent quite a while trying to actually find some good realistic looking colouring books and such, because I want to be able to practice trying to develop my skills on that. But yeah, I can. So it's not silly. I definitely understand your reasoning behind that. It's admittedly part of the reason why I've been a bit lax in my colouring books, because I want to once again make them perfect and have the result on the page be what I want in my mind. But hopefully I can start breaking out of that at least a little bit. I did actually see a video of someone doing a Kirby Roseanne's book, Worlds Within Worlds, and I kind of want to emulate what they did because it was like just a fantastic idea, just the whole setup and everything. So you know the cat colouring book picture, or page rather, that I sent that had the like nebula kind of galaxy background? The one that this person chose, it was a picture of a like astronaut with like the similar galaxy nebula style background, and then in the visor a picture of, I think it was like maybe an Aztec style temple, but the way she did it, she did a massive like nebula background. So actually okay, we have an ad break coming up very quickly, but I'll go and find that video and I'll send it to you. Okay, there we go. My epic galaxy colouring page transformation. So you can have a look at that if you want. You can see some of the work that she originally did for it. And actually, while that is happening, I think I will just quickly run an ad break, because we've got one coming up in a minute anyway. And obviously we don't have too many interesting things going on at the moment here, because we are just pretty much looking for gold and trying to find the stairs down. Oh, speaking of, that's right there. And of course we want to do this, and do I actually want to? Yes. Yes, I do. There we go. Got rid of a bunch of rocks, got rid of some of the enemies, and we are down here. Okay, yeah, so obviously just quickly running the ads because we had one pretty much scheduled, so I thought I'd just do it while we had a bit of a quiet period. But yeah, so the fact that you finished a page in that same book the other day is very fascinating and very fun. But yeah, hopefully it gives you a bit of inspiration like it did for me, because I am so tempted to just get out my colouring pencils and whatnot and just do that page the same way. We received an obsidian edge, so how does that compare? So the bone sword does 20 to 30 damage, +4 speed and +2 weight. This does 40 to 55 damage, -1 speed, but +4 crit chance and +10 crit power. So that is indeed worth us swapping out for. That means we get to level 90. It is almost 12:30 AM, so we kind of need to hurry it back at least a little bit so we can get back in time. But yeah, I'm thinking, obviously I've got quite a lot of meal planning stuff to do tomorrow, but I might see if I can crack open at least a couple of hours and try and emulate that page tonight. And if that happens, I'm not sure, are you on the Positronics Discord or not, Jazzy May? Because obviously I can always tag you, put it on not Instagram, put it on Twitter, tag you, and obviously tag the artist who did the video. So you're not sure. Let me just, so ! Discord. Should, maybe, no, okay, it doesn't look like I've actually got that set up properly. Okay, yeah, if Discord's confusing to you, doesn't matter. I can, like I said, just put it on the Twitter if that's better for you. And there we go, we get some more. And we obviously want to make sure we just keep 1 gold bar behind at some point. And then probably come down here and do these ones. We just fill in the spaces. And there we go. So we get 1, 2, 3 more there. Oops. I didn't realise it was 2 AM. Whoops. Just give me 1 second. I think you should be able to put in a link absolutely fine, but I just want to check my moderation stuff. So stream elements, let me just check the... spam filters. Okay, yep. You can put a link in absolutely perfectly fine. No worries on that. Hey, Instagram. Let's just have a look at that.
They say it's spring.
Whoops. Oops, yeah, just had to mute the desktop because the music sound was playing. You coloured that yesterday on stream. It looks lovely. What did you use for it? Because it looks like, well, at least to me, it looks like a mix of maybe markers and coloured pencils. But yeah, that one is so fun. It's like, I think, or the design and idea on that one is obviously you have like the rabbit warren kind of style, and then you obviously have it inside the rabbit, so it's quite thematically appropriate, at least to me anyway. So I do need to take a quick break. Used a combo of alcohol markers and fine liners. Okay, so I wasn't too far off when I said markers, but obviously no coloured pencils. So I'm going to be taking a quick break. I'm just going to put one up for about 5 minutes, which I think should be absolutely fine. So I'll just transition over to that. And then I'll be back in, like I said, about 5 minutes. Okay, apparently mistimed that a little bit, but I am back. Okay, let's continue. So yes, Jazzy May, I'm probably going to have a peek at that video of yours and have a look to see how you did that colouring page on your stream yesterday. And speaking of, I think I am finally going to try and approach doing an art stream when I do my first anniversary stream / Ask Me Anything one, and I think I've got the right colouring page that I want to do. It's one from a mermaid's colouring book by Jade Summer, and it's a mermaid like laying on a beach. It's like the sun's either rising or setting behind her, and she's drawing a like little heart in the sand. So I'm wanting to do that one because the sun is obviously behind her, it's going to give a load of like edge lighting. So the center is going to be like the darkest bit where all the shadows are, and then she's going to have like kind of a highlight almost around her. The one thing that I'm going to need is, because I want to do her with a like medium to medium-ish dark skin tone, is I'm going to have to go through my Copic markers and just make sure I get some good colours for her skin, just to make sure it all works well, because that is one of the other things that I need to learn, is to obviously be able to do like good and genuine darker skin colours for people. But yeah, hopefully even if you're not able to meet to come along to that stream, you should be able to catch it up on the VOD and see how I do things. So my plan is to do it as a base layer of alcohol markers, which should take me just like a couple of hours. And then on top of that, I'm going to be adding in detail with various coloured pencils. So things like, we're probably going to have, like I said, the edge lighting is going to be there, but it's going to be emphasized with hopefully like coloured pencils. And then we're going to have details in her hair, so there's going to be like little delicate lines to actually kind of give some more emphasis and definition to the hairs, probably some more details on the irises as well. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's going to be all work out fine. Yeah, I hope that if you are able to see there, hopefully you enjoy it and maybe get a bit of inspiration. Yeah, either way, I hope you will enjoy it. All the hype emotes, apparently, all the hype emotes. Ah, Kim Boy has popped around. Good morning, Positronics. Lovely morning, isn't it? Anyway, I came here to tell you that I'll finally be reopening Nightingale Orchard's seed shop. I'll be selling foreign and exotic fruit trees there, just like what you see planted in our farm. I hope that you can visit soon. Yes, he sells some very interesting and unusual trees. We're probably not going to be able to... Oh, we collapsed because of exhaustion. Okay, right. That would explain why our energy is so low. Whoops. Okay, so you're not ready yet, but you are. Did we forget to water you one day, I think? I think we forgot to water you one day. Oh well. So what is... Gold bars are being refined, so we've got 2 more available. And obviously we've got a bunch of things that we can either store or throw. So like so. Okay, nothing specifically there. I think all the refined quartz has been obviously refined into things. So anyway, hot peppers, probably the crab will be fine, diamonds, cotton, sweet pea, aquamarines. Let's just sell all those dressed spinners, because those are worth an absolute ridiculous amount of money for whatever reason. A ridiculous amount for whatever reason. Come back here, grab the gold bars so we can make 3 more sprinklers. So these 2 and 1 more. And then I said we were going to do... Okay, so this will end up filling in this section. There and there. And then the last gold bar we will need to go and put into the community centre bundle. Hopefully we'll also be able to go to the mines because it is a moderately good luck day. Be able to get a bit further down and find another fire quartz that we can actually use to donate. Get the minecarts set up so we can start using those as a fast travel point. Oh my goodness. Okay, I definitely think we are going to need to save some of the guarana seeds because those have just been immensely useful in terms of energy for us. Oh, there's a tower root ready. That is probably can be sold. It's worth a bit more in terms of gold than it is in terms of energy. So actually I think I will keep it for when we get a seed maker so we can grow some more because I'm not 100% sure where those are available. Potato V Chat, hello, how are you doing today? Hope your Saturday has been going well. How are things with you today? And thank you for popping by. Okay, and let's continue watering all of these. We need some... fill our watering can up yet again. Going very well. That is good to hear. Oh, apparently we have the luau. Whoops. I completely forgot about that, and we don't actually really have anything that we can put in the communal pot. Oh dear, so we may just be skipping that today. Oops. Oh well. I'm busy trying to do other things like restore the community centre, get you hooked back up to Calico Desert so people can start visiting there, and you know, all these good things to try and revive the village and the community. So I think they can understand me skipping out on the luau this year. Although speaking of, we also have a bunch of stuff that we need to send to or put to the community centre and donate. Especially seeing as we've got some fruit in the back cave. Oh my goodness, what is that emote? Oh, little budgies, those are cute. Oh, little cute things. Oh, yes, I know I'm out of water. And there we go, that should be sufficient for the last couple of bits. And we can give our cat some water as well. That was these 2 bits here. And then there, say hello to our cat. There we go, got a couple more gold bars. So use this 1 more quality sprinkler. Put in the refined quartz, and then this one will go, if my mouse scroll will behave, right down here. So let's go in and have a look at what the fruit bats have been leaving us. After we chop away some of the grass. So apricot, blackberry. Okay, so that's good. So we can actually use that in the autumn foraging bundle, I think it is. And seeing as we are going to be going down into the mines just to get down lower in the levels, we shouldn't need to clear out our things too much. So community centre bundle, the pomegranate is going to go to the enchanter's bundle because the wizard specifically needs a pomegranate, whereas the other one, the one where you could put some fruits in, just needs a standard one, or like a standard assortment of fruits, which is where the apricot is going to go. And obviously the blackberry into the fall foraging bundle, the gold into so the enchanter's bundle, so we need that there. And then we want the gold bar into the blacksmith's bundle. Which gets us a free furnace. And then we just need a fire quartz to finish that off So what else can we do? I think honestly this is it for the moment. Oh, not the exotic foraging bundle, full foraging bundle, there we go. And then back up here, so this is a little bit of a winding path. Summer crops bundle, no, we've already donated to that. Artisan bundle, that was what I was trying to think of. So there we go. So basically if we get all of the fruits, we can complete this one with no problem. If we get any extras, so for instance we could put the blackberry in and make some jelly. Do we actually have the preserves jar? Yes we do, wood, stone and coal. So we could do that pretty easily with no trouble. Okay, let me just... Oh, okay, there we go. Just checking on a couple of things. Okay. Sweet pea. Oh, I was just about to grab that when she walked through and destroyed it. Wow. Oh, wow, okay. I guess that answers my question. These forageables can spawn into places where the NPCs walk then. Anyway, forageables mean a little bit of free money anyway. And we made it to level 90, so hopefully we can make it down to level 100. We do need to eat a guarana or 2. Yeah, 2. But we got 32 of the things, so I think that should suffice for the time being. Yeah, I am definitely going to be growing a bunch of those just for energy's sake. And there we go, and quartz. There we go, got you. Okay, you're kind of stuck behind the rock. Oh, we got stairs. Okay, there is an amethyst over there that I can see. I think that is it, so we will take the hit and just move on. Because obviously our aim is to get down as far as we can rather than make money. Oh, speaking of, we've got more stairs. There's a fire quartz. Good. Okay, so we'll be able to complete that bundle. Oh, and this looks like a mushroom floor as well. We've got a few red mushrooms. And those are pretty much just solely money. Because, like in real life, you do not want to eat red spotted mushrooms. They will not agree with you. Which is putting it mildly. You've got a couple of other things there. Are there any more slimes around? Okay, nope. So we will just start chipping away at the rocks and hopefully we'll be able to get the stairs pretty quickly. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, I think unless we get lucky with multiple thunderstorms going at once, we're not really going to get the battery packs that easily. Jazzy May, don't like mushrooms, wish I did. Yeah, it's one of those weird things, is like they always seem to be on like the list of, oh, I say quote unquote picky eaters. And it's like basically, or my dad likes mushrooms, but my mum doesn't. My husband doesn't either. But thankfully they're so cheap and easy to use anyway, so I just tend to, if we have them, we tend to just kind of toss them into a couple of different things. As a foodie, you miss out on lots of foods. Is that because of obviously preferences and not liking specific foods, which tend to be in a lot of things? Oh! I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, what did we lose? 300G and 7 items. Okay, I could basically tolerate. Yes, I died. Yes. I died, yes. Okay, so I will go to the Adventurers Guild and ask for the fire quartz back. Oh boy. Oh, because I also had Jinx, that would be why, because we took okay, no, I can't ask for it. Because it's locked because the luau is going on. Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so we had the Jinxed thing, which reduced our defense by 8, which is a massive amount, and then I was trying to fight and it just didn't well, it just basically tore through our health and we just ended up collapsing. So mushrooms are like slugs. I presume that's kind of the like texture and feel for you then. It's kind of weird because, or just saying about it, so I said my mum didn't like mushrooms. And she also didn't like marshmallows because to her they had like the same consistency of mushrooms. So I didn't like marshmallows for the longest time. But when my mum said that, I kind of went, it's like, well, okay, if mushrooms are like marshmallows, then I should like marshmallows and I should just be able to tolerate eating them. How can I tell that I am jinxed? So when that happens, you have some icons that appear up here. Some of them can be negative, some of them can be positive. So you can have things like +1 speed after you've drunk some coffee, some additional luck if you eat something like what is it, spicy eel, and there's all various different things that you can get like bonuses from. So you'll have like bonus to farming as well, bonuses to mining, magnetism, which increases your pickup range, but they will all be like up here in the top right section, and you can also hover over them, see what they are, and see how many of them, or see how long those are going to last for. And Jessie May is now lurking. No problem. Thank you for that. Hope you enjoy listening into the rest of the stream. So what did I say? The preserves jar needed wood, stone and coal. There's some wood and the coal. We'll get from here. And then we will just do that. And the blackberry. We don't need that for anything else, do we? No, that's good. Grapes and yes, we said we were going to keep the cave carrots. Which is honestly probably worthwhile putting in the box in the or not the box, the chest in here, just so we're aware that it is around. That's not what I wanted to do. That's being fussy again, so let's just do that. And then head to bed for the night, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Gosh, I can never remember which one of these is better. Okay, so I am taking a bit of a different option than I would normally do, in which I've chosen to take Scout as my level 5 profession rather than Fighter. So I'm losing out on 15 additional HP, but it does mean that I can go for Acrobat, cooldown on special moves cut in half, which is interesting because obviously we have the sword doing a block, hammer doing a special like multi-hit, I think, and daggers doing a multi-hit as well. Hello there, Tesavision, host and raid. Thank you very much for that. Potato going to lurk, yeah, no problems. And Jade Raid, you both like marshmallows and mushrooms, yes. So after a short while, I did manage to persuade myself to actually enjoy marshmallows, especially like all of the like traditional old-fashioned ones with the beef gelatin. But yeah, hello Tessa, let me just do a shout out to you. How was your stream? So obviously you were playing Stardew Valley as well. How were things going for you? You've been heading around Ginger Island last I saw, trying to find some of the golden walnuts. How has that been going? Summer Rose still has 1 day to go, but we do have hops ready. It's nice to see. Oh, and we've got some tomatoes ready as well. Hey there, Tesavision. Yes, I am thankfully nice and recovered now. Thank you for asking. Everything is pretty much back to as it was previously, so I am good. Was fun. You found plenty of walnuts. Okay, so I've got a couple of people to catch up on. I've got Jazza or Jazzy May, who was in the stream just earlier saying that she did a colouring page on her stream, so I need to go and check that out. And sounds like I need to check out your video as well to see how you got on. What year are you on in Stardew Valley? I can't quite remember. I think you're at least a little bit more further along than I am. I'm only summer year 1. But I'm progressing pretty well. You've lost count. That's fine. Jade Raid eating s'mores cereal for breakfast. Oh my goodness, that sounds majorly indulgent. That sounds ridiculously indulgent. Sometimes I am envious of the kinds of things that you can get in supermarkets in the US, where then some of the times it's kind of, yeah, do I really need to be like buying things that are that high in sugar and such? That I'm trying to focus away from that, but s'more cereal still sounds amazing. Still sounds amazing. Yeah, no problem, Potato. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And maybe I'll see you in one of Odd Top streams if I don't see you before, or if I see you in... let me start that again. Hopefully, I will see you in another stream. If I don't see you in one of Odd Top's streams beforehand. There we go. That's the words I wanted to say. Even the off-brand s'more cereal is amazing, I can imagine. Tesavision, have you not heard of s'mores before, or you were more looking up the cereal? Because either way, yes. I'm not going to tempt myself. I am not going to tempt myself. So do we have a keg available? It does not look like it, which is a shame. Okay. A bit like the Lucky Charms parents used to give me. Yes, I can imagine they are. Okay, so what do we have here? So we want to go and donate one of the tomatoes, obviously, but everything else, we'll keep the hops for when we actually have a casket. Or a cask, rather. Not a casket. A casket is something completely different. Whoops. Love Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We get that here as well, and that is one of my indulgences in cereals. But I don't tend to have it very often because we only have like the main brand one, which is fairly expensive, all things considered. But yes, if I'm fancying some or it is on offer, I do get myself a couple of boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or as it's called here, Curiously Cinnamon. Yeah, never had Trix cereal. I mean, I visited the US a few times. Once when I was a kid, we went there and oh my goodness, I just had Fruit Loops the whole time. Okay, so what do we have here that we could potentially have? Mead, solar, green tea, slime, tulip cloth. As much as I'd like to get my hands on the cloth, I don't think we're going to be able to necessarily afford buying that. But yeah, when I went to America when I was a kid, I just remember like in front of the TV watching all like the morning cartoons and just eating Fruit Loops almost non-stop. Did I get to try anything in the US that I enjoyed in fast food? I've been in like New York City, Florida a couple of times, so North Florida, and then also in Miami. That one was when I was young. And then also California. So obviously going to California, you obviously have to go to In-N-Out Burger. So for what it was, I found that quite enjoyable. New York, I was saying this earlier in the stream, but New York bagels and New York delis are just ridiculously good. Okay, it's a good thing I wanted to sell those because I just accidentally sold them. The New York bagels, although I suppose technically you don't really count those as fast food, but yeah, I will still count them just as general, like, American foods. And then, oh my goodness, okay, what else? What else did I have that we can't really get here in the UK? Subway doesn't count because we can get it here, but it was interesting to have it in the US. Definitely interesting to see the different options that we had there. New York pizza. New York style pizza. Once again, I said this earlier on in the stream, but New York, like fast food, mall, New York pizza place, just sitting by windows and looking out onto the Hudson River. And that is just a lovely memory, which hopefully I'll be able to at least emulate some New York pizza when I cook dinner tonight. And if all goes well, if it looks good, if it tastes good, I'll probably be posting about it. So Jade Wade, what would you say is kind of your favourite American, like, fast food? What's the one thing that you enjoy? Just mainly out of curiosity. Yeah. Only got quite a few bats that want to try and attack us today. IHOP. Oh, yes. Yes, that's another thing. American diners. I'm not sure if we went to IHOP. What's the other one? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I can't remember. But yes, I can definitely imagine American diners. Went to one in California, went to one in Florida. May have been Denny's, yes. May have been Denny's. Because honestly, if I go to an American diner, pancakes on the menu, I will always go for the pancakes. I will always go for the pancakes. I'm sorry, I'm a simple person. I see pancakes and I go yes. Especially when you have, again, this is from when I was a child. but we had a I think it was probably Denny's, because they did things other than pancakes. But I remember we went to one like for breakfast quite often, and they had like 17 different flavors of sauces. So I'd remember going up there, going up to the sauce station with like I think like 3 pancakes or so, because you know I was still a kid. I was still a kid, just like going through. So it's like my little plate of 3 pancakes, and then going, and it's kind of like, okay, what sauce do I have? What sauce do I have? It's like, oh, boysenberry. Let's do that one. It's like, let's do chocolate, and let's do maple, or maple flavored. Hello, Toxicite. We are once again talking about food, and lots of it. We are just talking about like American fast food and diners. Basically prompted just asking, like, when I visited the US, what were my like favorite fast food things to get. And of course, you can't do you cannot do a visit to the United States without visiting a US diner of some sort, whether independent or a chain. You have to visit one of them just for the experience. Toxicite, knew it. This time you came prepared with an egg roll. Came prepared with an egg roll snack just to make sure you don't get too hungry. Okay, we don't want any of that. We want that diamond that is there. You're from the USA, born and bred. Yes, I know Toxicite lives in the US as well, so we've had a few discussions about different foods and things, and unfortunately last stream we managed to make him so hungry that he joked he was almost tempted to grab the, what was it, the turkey leg that was being saved for Easter and eat it up. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I'm getting pretty hungry myself, and I haven't overly had too much to eat today because it was a bit of a stress, because we did an online food order that was supposed to turn up between 12 and 1, but they were running late, so didn't turn up until like 20 past 1. And then we had a situation where also we were obviously trying to panic, get everything ready, get everything packed away, and then my game decided it wasn't going to load properly for me, so spent about half an hour, no, not half an hour, only about 20 minutes trying to debug it. But I did have to create a new label saying technical difficulties, please bear with me. Oh, sorry, that's a hiccup, bad hiccup on stream. Jadeway, do you have 3 kids as well? Okay. That must be, well, I would say the only kid I have is a fur kid. I have a cat, and that is about it. Yeah, you definitely have. Sometimes I can be quite envious because obviously you do have like different cuisines and cultural influences that we don't necessarily get in the UK, the main one being Mexican cuisine. We do finally have a couple of Taco Bells around. Yes, I did presume, Jadeway, that yours were living, breathing human children. That is usually what people mean. Yeah, I'm happy with my fur baby at the moment. Oh, almost 2 months pregnant. Oh, congratulations. Oh my goodness, congratulations. I hope that you have the textbook Easy Pregnancy and Delivery. How old are your other 3 kids? Are they excited to get another sibling? Because I imagine they are. I imagine they are. He's going to be so... yeah. Yeah, I hope everything is smooth sailing for you. 6 years, 3 years, and almost 2 years. Okay, so obviously the oldest one has some experience being a being told that they're going to be a big sibling. So yeah, I hope things are going to go well for you. Oh, okay, we have made it to level 95. And probably, actually, I probably need to quickly exit and go to the Adventurers Guild. Hopefully we can get there just in time. He says he wants another sister. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that is adorable. Okay, apparently we hadn't actually come in here to join the Adventurers Guild yet. Whoops. There we go. Do you swear under oath to protect humanity from monsters and to do everything in your power to uphold the traditions, values and ideology of the Adventurers Guild? Yes, we do. On behalf of Stardew Valley and the Order of the Knights of Pythagoras, I officially accept you as the 23rd Adventurers Guild member. So you'll be allowed to purchase rare weapons, bounties. Yep. I'm aware of all of that. Yeah, I just came in here to basically try and get the buy the fire quartz, get you to find it and deliver it for me, because we lost that. There we go. So we should get that in the mailbox tomorrow. Minor sequence breaking, yes. Seeing as we got down to level 95, we're a little bit more advanced than we necessarily should be. Whoops. I think you're meant to do that when you defeat 10 slimes, which we kind of did a while back. Let me just say that we did that a while back. Oh, you stream so lonely today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you... So, when you said you were playing, you mean you were going to stream Stardew Valley then? How much longer are you planning on going for? Okay, let's just sell all of those and just make sure we sort through. Okay, Jade. Probably put the geodes in here as well. And yes, we want to keep that tomato. Put the regular bomb in there. And then sell a couple of the other bits. And there we go. So quartz we'll be putting in here because that will be refined overnight, hopefully. Okay, gold bar 30 minutes or 4 hours 40 minutes. Okay, so we've got those processing, so that should be fine. And we can come over here, say hello to our cat because we forgot to do that in the morning. Level 6 pickaxe proficiency. Oh my goodness. Try and speak properly. Okay, so just checking on the time. So we've been live for almost 3.5 hours. So I think maybe go for another hour. Maybe. I'll have to see how things are. So it's raining, but it is also a bad luck day. So probably not good for going into the mines. Okay. Letter from Dad. There we go. There's the fire crystal. So we can go up to the community centre and get that going. Summer rose cotton ball 1 day. We've got loads more guanas ready. Yeah, these are definitely going to have a permanent spot in the greenhouse. Let me tell you that. They are definitely going to have a permanent spot in the greenhouse. Okay, more tomatoes, more hops. Blueberry 1 day. So we are definitely going to be staying long enough to see those. And there we go. Melons ready to harvest. And level up. Good day to catch up with everyone. Yes, that is true. That is also true. So did we get any gold melons? No, we did not. And we don't have any... Okay, we don't have any more iron ore that we can use. So we're going to have to wait on that for a bit. I am tempted. It's going to mean we're not going... Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to obviously put these away. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the mines, even though it's a bad luck day. see if we can get to level 100. When that happens, I'm gonna upgrade the pickaxe because we'll be able to do that. We'll have the minecarts done by then, so we'll have the quick travel transport options. We want to get rid of those, sell all of those, and then 4 of those. And that, and obviously put the hops back in the chest. You're unlocking the power to read the tablets in the community center now. Yeah, the weirdness that the wizard does. I really have no clue what he does. It's just all a bit very unusual, I'll just say. Okay, so we get a salmonberry, we get a wild plum. We can put that in the community center bundle as well because that is part of the autumn option. No, I don't want to look at it. I want to go there. Okay, not really any good options. Well, let's just hack through these anyway. And clear them out. It probably will be beneficial. Let me just do a bit cheaty and just go here and get that. So just so we can set it down and clear a bit more space. And that's probably fine. There we go. That's cleared half that farm. And do we have... Yes, we should have enough for another... Oh. There. So then this can clear this half. Nice and efficient. Nice and efficient. So that should be clear for when we next come over to the quarry, and maybe we'll actually start finding some things like gold in it. Maybe we'll find some things like gold. So let's take all the copper and the coal that we have. What time is it? 9:20. Okay, so we can go over to Clint's and crack open these geodes that we've got. We've got 60 stones, so I think I will come back over here and grab all the others. Oh, good thing I did, because we've got a frozen geode, or 3 frozen geodes in there as well. Anything else? I think we're good on that. I really do need to upgrade the axe at some point so we can actually start getting a bit more guaranteed hardwood. But I think the pickaxe is going to be the first priority because we're going to need that leveled up pretty quickly, or pretty decently, for the skull cavern, I think. Oh, loads of forageables here today. Definitely interesting. And then also, I think once we get down to level 100 in the mines, we'll then turn our attention to getting our foraging skill up to level 6, because we're going to need that, and keep our fingers crossed that we're going to have at least 1 or 2 more thunderstorms during summer to get some battery packs, because those are going to be needed to create some of the more complex items, as well as needed for the boat to Ginger Island, which I have never ever been to. Never ever been to. Okay, so that is not going to... We've basically got too many things. I probably should have gone to Pierre's first. Probably gone to Pierre's. You know what? I'm actually going to sell almost all of these guanas. We're going to keep some of them, keep the silver and keep the gold, because those are massive, massive sources of energy. So there we go. Let's do sell all but 5, let's say. And the grapes, all of those, all of those. And yeah, the salmon berries, I know they're not worth much, but hey, almost 15,000 gold. Admittedly, that's going to go down in a bit when we actually do all the geodes, but still, that's a lot better than I was thinking we were going to be at. And do we still actually need to... Yeah, we still do need to donate a... Oh no, that's for the... That's not for the museum, that's for the community centre. Okay, what can we sell? So the sandstone, jaguarite, thunder egg, marble... And then finish processing the rest of the geodes. Okay, some coal and iron. When it was saying those, like, obviously don't have enough room for this, I was thinking we'd have something a bit more special. Either way, donate. Okay, and apparently we do still need to donate a fire quartz, but we also need one. What do we have? Obsidian bars, pumpkin seeds. And also that reminds me we need a sunflower for Emily's community centre bundle, so we probably should pick up at least 1 pack or 1 sunflower seed before we go. Oh, your loving mother bought you some sushi. What did you get? What did you get? Tell me. What did you get? Okay, there we go. Sunflower seeds. Because honestly, I think sushi is almost one of those things that I could just keep eating. I could just honestly keep eating. And I've never been able to really replicate it that well at home, unfortunately. So that's another thing I'm going to have to learn how to do. There we go, a tomato and a melon. Probably actually thinking about it, we probably want some more melon seeds while I think about it. It looks like spicy California rolls. Lovely, lovely. I'm gonna have to... Well, we've got an ad coming up in a moment, so... Let's get 16 melons. So actually, I'm going to pause and run an advert, and then I'm actually going to go and find the California roll that I also had myself a short while ago. So I'll run the adverts and I'll see people in about a minute and a half. Just to get things going. So let me go and find that. So Yo Sushi, which is the one place that we go to for the UK. And download the menu because that's probably going to be the easiest thing. And just go through all of that. And... Okay, so which one did I have? Where was it? Where was it? Dynamite roll? No, I don't think it was that one. Okay, no, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong things, but I did have this one, which was aburi salmon dragon roll. So a regular California roll, so the crab, surimi and avocado, but on top with seared salmon, mayo chive and shichimi, or I think that's similar to like 5 spice powder. It is spicy. It is spicy, but it was so lovely. Unfortunately... Oh. Of course, I'm talking and I'm not 100% sure that people have come back from the adverts yet. Okay, there we go. Looks like we have. So yeah, so the aburi salmon dragon roll was one that I had. So before they like a couple of years ago, changed the menu. They did have an aburi tuna roll, which was similar but not the same to that one. So I was very happy to actually see that they had an aburi or seared fish roll back on the menu. So I did also order some stir-fry noodles along with that and a few other things. Didn't realise how much filling the noodles would be for me, so I ended up taking that and a few fries back with me back home to have the next day. But hey, leftover sushi, so long as it's kept refrigerated, nice and fresh, who is going to complain? Like, that looks good, yes. So Yo Sushi over here in the UK is a conveyor belt sushi place. So you can obviously have a look at the menu that they've got there. So what they used to do was, obviously they would have all the dishes on the conveyor belt and you'd pick up whatever you wanted. And it would be, like, the plates would be colour-coded, so, like, you'd know that a blue plate would cost this much, a green plate would be this much, orange, silver, gold and such. But obviously with things changing, they couldn't just have people reaching over and touching random plates. So they changed it to an on-demand service, but they kept the conveyor belts. So you now have a situation where, like, you put your order in, it goes through, and then you have little lights on the conveyor belt which tell you, it's like, hey, your order's like going to be here soon, or it's like there's something going by but it's not yours, so please wait. And it's still quite fun, still quite nice to see. But I am looking forward to going to Japan and actually experiencing sushi there, because there is at least, ooh, what's that? Seems so automatic. Pretty much it is. Squire's helmet. Okay, that does absolutely nothing in terms of protection. I thought that might be a ring, but apparently not. Yeah, it is very, very automatic. They used to also have like lights and buttons where you could actually press it and someone would come over to you, but because you now just like order everything through the app, they don't have that anymore. So admittedly, sometimes when you like, for instance, try eating something with chopsticks, realize that no, you don't have the coordination to be able to eat it. Oh my goodness. No, okay, whoops, that almost got me again. That when you realize you don't quite have the coordination to actually use the chopsticks, you have to flag someone down to ask them for a fork, which yeah, my husband says that I'm gonna have to make sure that I keep a little carry case of a fork and some such with me when we go to Japan. But what I was saying, so in Japan, okay, I am not going to deal with this level. Where are the stairs? Yeah, we are not doing this today. We are just creating some stairs to go down. And there we go. Star drop achieve, or star drop get, rather. There we go. Your mind is filled with thoughts of star drop. So unfortunately that doesn't give an automatic thing, but level 100. We can go and donate the fire crystal. And the wild plum, I think that was. And then we can have the minecarts ready overnight. In the morning, the first set of blueberries will be ready. So we will be in the money when we wake up. Oh, no. If I remember to go the right way round. Whoops. And of course, I did say I think probably going to be going for another hour. I think I may need to cut that short because I am getting hungry. The oven needs to heat up for a long while. So probably we're going to do the next day and then finish up the stream and then head over, see who we can raid, see who is online that we can raid and say hello to. So 4 foraging bundle, there we go, wild plum, and I think this also needed to go in something. Exotic foraging bundle, yes. Trying to build a coop. Is that trying to get together all the materials and such, like the materials and the money. And over the way we want the fire crystal. Or the fire quartz rather, not the fire crystal. There we go. Complete. 5 Omni Geodes. And that is the first of the community centre bundles completed. 1 out of 6. 16.7% of the way there. And there we go. Okay, once again, I'm just going to take a pause for a quick second because I need to just have a quick look at the recipe that I had. Okay, just double checking on that. Yep, basically set the oven as high as it will go. If you are using a pizza stone, put that in, and then it just basically broil, heat up and broil. Thankfully, we are just going to be using a, I think it's called a pizza sheet. So we don't need to preheat the stone, but the oven is definitely going to need to be going on. And then obviously need to roll and prep everything. But other than that, hopefully everything is going to be good. Alright, no problem, Toxicite. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well. Thank you for stopping by. So where are we going to put all of these? Well, where we had the other melons is probably going to be the best bet. Like so, and then probably do another one here. And then there is one gap here. Yes, I know I'm not doing it efficiently because these won't come through and potentially give us a giant melon, but I'm not overly worried about that. It's fun and nice when it happens, but it's not specifically something that I want. Oh, that was a loud one. That was a loud one. Okay, so the coal and Omni Geodes we're going to put here if this will behave. And then the pumpkins in here, along with the strange bun. If that is going to behave. No, it is not. The squire's helmet. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to sell that, but the calcite and limestone and the ancient drum we will sell. Didn't think so. So I'm not quite sure what we are going to do with that. Probably actually just throw it in the bin. Bed and blueberry harvest time. Blueberry harvest time. Level 7 farming. Loam and quality retaining soil. Okay, a very good luck day. This week's dish is pancakes. I would say that's very appropriate for us, Jade Raid, seeing as we were talking about that. Okay, so Pam wants a pale ale. We don't quite have the things to make that yet, but look at those blueberries. Unfortunately, it's only about half of the things that we had, because we didn't manage to water some of them in time. But look at that regardless. Just look at all of that lovely, lovely blueberries. So let's get a water in. And actually, if we can, we could probably put 2 coal in and get a couple more iron bars for a couple more sprinklers. There we go. So let's start, obviously just here. So probably after we've done all of the blueberries, we are going to focus on making sure the corn has some automatic sprinklers around it, because that is going to be running until the end of autumn, and we naturally want that to stay available. Okay, I don't think there's actually anything there. And then come down here. Need more water, because of course we do. So yes, this is thankfully getting easier and easier as we go. And obviously, good luck day. We're not going to be going down to the mines. Heresy, I know. But we do need to get our skill up in foraging. And that is probably going to be a better priority for us. And there we go. So obviously we do have like, oh, okay, these are hot peppers, never mind. I was going to say we obviously have some corn plants down here that are isolated, but no, those are hot peppers. They're going to die by the end of the season. It's more the corn that we've put all the way down here that is probably going to benefit from getting a automatic sprinkler set up for it. Especially seeing as we've got some already done there. Let's do this. Okay, and we have 2 more quality sprinklers to lay down. So that has moved over there. Let's select it just so we can see where we are. And then I think probably do 1 there and then 1 up here. So that is the blueberries. Should be all covered. There. Oh my goodness, just look at all of this. I just love this. And there we go. The pineapple will be ready tomorrow in game. Oh my goodness, just listen to that sound. Just look at all of that. That is... that is what heaven sounds like. That is what heaven sounds like. And there we go. So the next harvest will be in 4 days' time. I'll go and refill the watering can while we have the moment. And I might take a bit of time to actually go through and see if we can figure out what we are going to lay the farm out like for autumn. Because that is going to be a fun one to do. For that, we need to go down to the travelling merchant, see what she is doing. And actually, while we are there, I should swap out these for the axe and just make sure that that is in its proper place. We could probably put the stone away as well. And summer rose, pretty, but... oh, passed out from watering crops because you were paying attention to your energy. Yeah, I think that happened to me as well. I was like so focused on one thing that I kind of forgot the other one. So, oops. But we've got some blackberry jelly that we can put into the artisan bundle, and we've got a blueberry we can put into the summer crops bundle, which should fix that one, or finish that one up, I should say. So what do you have for us? You have a sandfish, you have a coconut. What else? Okay, sandfish and coconut. So let's have a look. Not the artisan bundle, we want the exotic foraging bundle. Okay. So we have the coconut, so we need... Probably want to tap one of the oak trees, do that. Because we are going to need 2 oak resin. Winter foraging bundle we can't really do. Construction bundle we still need the hardwood. Summer crops bundle, there we go. Artisan bundle is we need to check the fruit bat cave once again. And then the animal bundle we need 2 more of large cow's milk, wool or duck egg. So that is going to need to be a bit, or need to have a bit of planning. But I think we'll be able to do it. We have 2.5 seasons to do that, so we should be fine. We should be fine. Oh! Wow, okay. We don't need to go fishing for that anymore then. I was just gonna say, it's like, I'll probably should go by and check the trash cans, because we haven't done that in a while, and boom, pufferfish. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. So we can put that up here then. So speciality fish bundle, we've got our pufferfish. And then the blueberry. So we did get a star fruit free from the museum, so we're going to keep that one and use it when we get the seed maker and make some more star fruits, especially seeing as it is a gold quality one. Oh, quality sprinkler. Yeah, some of these things I completely forget what the rewards are that you get. Oh, wait, we wanted to put the jelly in, didn't we? So the jelly was the artisan thing, which should be up here. Artisan bundle, yep. So even though it's blue, which is because of one of the mods I have, which makes the artisan goods actually resemble what you put in them rather than having just a generic colour or name, it doesn't matter, it still accepts it as jelly. So I think if year 1 is going to be our community centre bundle, I think year 2 will probably benefit from being our... Don't want to sell that. We do want to sell all of these. 20,000 gold. 20,000 gold. Nice to see. And let me just kind of cheat a little bit and put these in here. Just so we can put them away in their proper place. And now we just need to go foraging and chopping down trees. Hey, nothing there. And of course, speaking of, we've got a couple of good forageables down here. So these will give us a few points, not too many, but better than nothing. And it also means we have a few things either for recipes or just to sell. Which, either way, free items. So what is this? Oh, wrong button. Rainbow shell. Okay. Not really used for anything. There we go. Dye. That is what it's used for. And then, obviously, we can put it in a fish pond. As with this one. And there we go. Deluxe speed grow and warp totem beach. Whereas this is... Ah, okay, so the purple ones we can sell, fine. It's the red ones we want to keep. That's good to know. Which means we can probably come back down here and grab, yep, we did put those in. So we want those stored because we are going to need those for some recipes. That is used for quality fertilizer. As is that? Okay, that's just a generic fish. And there we go, speed grow, clam and pine tar. As well as the water obelisk and clam chowder. Okay, so we'll just quickly sell these in Willie's shop before we leave. Just to make sure we get that little bit of money back. Okay, we've got a quick cutscene here. Yes, good stuff. The fish go crazy for it. Just make sure to wash your hands good after dipping them in those juices. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks. Like, been catching a lot of fish? Yeah. Indeed I have. A lady after my own heart. Can always count on a lady who fishes. That's what my old pappy used to say, at least. Well, keep it going. If you can catch every fish in those waters, I've got a special prize waiting for ya. They'll ask what's wrong. Business has been tough lately. All started about the same time that old community centre fell to ruin. Fish just didn't sell like they used to. Been working double time to make ends meet. No time for my own projects. But if things picked back up around here, I might have time to show you something. Back there, an old friend that's seen better days. Someday, miss, you'll see what I mean. So very interesting and cryptic. Of course, I know what he's talking about. That is the boat that we need to repair to take us to Ginger Island. That is only available once we complete the community centre. And obviously I don't think ConcernedApe will be mean enough to lock it behind obviously completing the community centre bundle. So I presume it's also available after you do the Jojo Mart route as well. But once again, I've basically never done the Jojo Mart route. I've never been tempted to do the Jojo Mart route, so I presume it is an option still available. Okay, let's get to chopping down all these trees in the woods. Basically, yeah, just going through and absolutely destroying all of these trees around. Because of course, why not? Yeah. And there we go. Okay, we're about halfway through, so hopefully we'll be able to get a good chunk of it done. Not 100% sure we'll be able to get to level 6 doing all of this. Would have been nice if we could, because then we can guarantee those lightning rods for the next time we have a storm, because we are going to need a fair amount of them, I imagine. We're going to need to reserve 5 of them for the boat to Ginger Island, and then the others are going to be needed, like I said, for some higher tier crafting items. Okay, so 6 PM. Yeah, this just basically does not look like it's doing much, unfortunately. One of the hardest skills to get up, in my opinion. Okay, so we will eat 2 of these. Get our energy back up to 4, and then we can just continue chopping it down. So obviously we will, I think we get more XP from chopping these down obviously when we have or when we're chopping down the hardwood items rather than just these. But we'll just go through and cut down as many as we can manage to do before it gets too late, because obviously we do have quite an abundance of the trees around. Oh, and it helps if I actually manage to direct the axe in the right direction. Okay, that's another one down. Okay, so how long is this going to probably take? Yeah, quite a while. Yeah, nothing overly fun or fascinating about all this, but actually let me just pause and have a look once again. Let me just pause and have a look once again. Okay, foraging. Okay, so right, okay, so 12 XP for chopping down a tree and 1 XP for removing the stump versus 25 XP for the large stumps and large logs. So, okay, basically we'd have to upgrade it, so we'd have to spend 7,500 gold, 5 copper bars and 5 iron bars to be able to cut through those hardwood items, and even then that would only give us the same amount of XP as cutting down 2 of these trees, so it'd still take us a long time to do. Okay, so not particularly worthwhile in my opinion then. I don't know. I was thinking that we were taking quite a long time to do all this, but we are, you know, moderately getting through. I think the question is, do I risk... No, I don't think I want to risk staying up until 2 AM, collapsing outside the farm, just to get level 6 foraging down, because we will still have the opportunity tomorrow, because we do not have lightning or a storm forecast. So even if it is forecast for the 16th, we will still have the day of the 15th to be able to just finish off this last little bit that we need. So just taking in enough energy, taking in enough food just to make sure we can keep going without maxing out our energy, because we don't want to waste those resources. So yeah, we're definitely not going to get this done by the end of the day, but we should be able to get it done by the end of the 15th. And then we'll be able to hopefully build up some lightning rods, get our ready for any kind of summer storms, and then we can get ourselves some battery packs. And of course, I am hoping that I'm remembering correctly and the battery packs are indeed, or the lightning rods are indeed at level 6 gathering. Because otherwise I'm going to be a bit, or feel a bit silly about all of this. Okay. Yeah, I am really glad of the experience bars mod, because I'm not quite sure I'd be able to really do this without it, because it is just so helpful, just allowing you to keep an eye on how you're just doing in terms of the how close you are to the next level. For obviously the gathering, we can see that we've still got 2 pips, so we still need 20%, or that 20% of the experience in order to get there, but that has been good enough for the night, so we can start heading back home once again. past Marnie's little fields and up through our own farm. So we don't have anything we want to sell, so we just need to store everything. As I'm aware it's getting late, don't worry. So we have a few things that we need to put in here, maybe? Nope. A few things that we put in here. Yep, that's pretty much everything. And one last sprinkler. So unlike last time, let's actually make sure we can put it in properly. So let's do there. So that has all of that corn covered. And then we can come back in here. Hit the bed at 1:30 AM and get to sleep. Okay, so apparently we didn't actually sell anything, so we didn't get any money, but let's see. Okay, so it's Jort's birthday and feeling a little bit lucky today. But either way, we will exit to the title because that is us done for today. So let's have a look who we could potentially go and raid on things. Okay, so yes, I think indeed we will go and say hello to Jade Raid 2468. So it looks like she is away from the computer at the moment, but let's go over and say hello to her because she has been coming in and chatting with us very nicely. So Jade Raid 2468. Let's go. So let me just put up my see you next time thing, just so we have that available, just so we're not going to get some people coming in to the stream. But okay, we should be going over to Jade Raid now, so make sure to say hello to her. And obviously I'm going to be thanking her for lurking in the stream while she's been doing her own work. We will naturally be continuing this on Tuesday at 6 PM GMT, not GMT, British Summertime. And we will be doing the second half of summer. So thank you very much everyone for watching, commenting, and just generally being around. So thank you very much. And let's go.